But as I was saying, people, you got to hold the importance. You know, everybody serves a purpose. And all in all, we all work for God, for his will, good or evil. This is the thing. You want to work for God. You do, people. It ain't going to end well for those that disobey God and did things. Even I always look at Ahab's story. And a lot of people don't see the redemption story in Ahab. That he was redeemed. Y'all didn't see that. But that wife of his never was. For all the evil that she did, she never changed. It never changed her heart. She still stayed the same way to her death. Even though Ahab died how the Lord said he was going to die, but one thing Ahab did before he died was he humbled himself for the Lord. You see, that's why God's mercy and grace is so powerful. But you know, I can't say who went to heaven or hell, but I just see it from a different light, from a different perspective. Think about those people that did evil in the sight of the Lord and then somebody killed them. And they died in their sins. You know, even I was watching listen to the story of Hezekiah. His story was crazy. He was about to die. The Lord extended him for 15 years. And then something happened that, you know, so after he got restored, he showed all the people the Babylon what he had. He was like, all your stuff will be taken. Like, everything makes sense. Everything serves a purpose. Everything you do serves a purpose. Wow. I was watching listen to the story about the king that shot the arrow. You know, he said, they told him to strike the ground with the arrow, right? And he struck it 3 times. He's like, you should have struck it more times than that. How little details in your life that we don't think nothing of makes a lot of sense. He said, if you should have we would have beat Samaria to the ground if you would have hit it more times, but you hit it 3 times. Wow. Little things that you do. Simple instructions. 1, 2, 3. I bet they was thinking after that, what? I should have keep hitting it. Go read the Bible, man. It's amazing. You know, but I love the Old Testament. You see, a lot of people are missing out on the workings of Jesus and the workings of God because they don't even want to read the Old Testament. You see how miraculous this was. There's no way you can understand Jesus fully unless you understand his beginning. Like something, everybody talk about celebrating Jesus' birthday. And Jesus himself said, before Abraham was I am. Even John the Baptist said he's got to come down. He just was in an earthly vessel, like an avatar. Perfect. But he already had a body. How can you get a birthday to something that's already been around? I'm just saying, come on, man. A lot of things that people argue about and fight about is ridiculous. But I'm telling you, unless you see Jesus in Elijah, man, Lord have mercy. And they the only two. But he did healing too. And through Moses with the serpent. He did a lot of great things. So Jesus been showing his healing abilities since the beginning too. But a lot of people just don't pay attention to none of it. Because all they want to do is read the New Testament. To understand God's wrath, you need to read the Old Testament. You need to understand a lot of things. If you want to understand God's compassion, you need to read the Old Testament. You need to see all that stuff, boy. When I say all of it, all of it. Wake up and smell the coffee. Let me pause and I will continue.